How did I not see the differences between those two guys? The body cam footage that came out not long ago, I'm going to play it in the next video, I guess. I'm going to do a whole little series like I did on my previous page. But anyways, I'm going to continue on with the Brent Kopaka. Kopak. What the actual? How did I not see the difference? And who the hell posted the pictures of the guy with the beard? Because that's not Brent Kopaka. Mr. Duncan, his best friend, Brent's best friend, he's come out in fucking podcasts and everything to shoot down everybody saying that Brent Kopaka had something to do with this. If we're talking about Brent Kopak, the one that's actually on the pictures and the one that's actually in the body cam footage that we saw at the hotel, or that we're going to see, I'm going to post it. I'm a little confused, you guys. It's not the same guy. So why would Duncan go from podcast to podcast and say Brent would never do that? And then there's like pictures of, the Brent Kopaka with the beard with, like all this horror shit and, not horror shit, horror shit. And also like machetes and stuff, and all kinds of like horror stuff. Right. So, and then of course, then we got into like the Buddy theory and the collar on the machete. Is it Buddy's collar? What's going on with that? Like, there's so many things that I've talked about in the past that Crime Circus has talked about that I got from him basically, by watching his videos. But now it puts like everything all up in the air. Like obviously the guy from the body cam, the actual Brent Kopak or Kopaka, like, are there two? Like, I don't understand because I'm just so confused, you guys. Like, it's obvious that there's two, but the one with the beard, whoever put that out, like Crime Circus says, it's all for clout. Why? And was it Duncan that put that out there? Just so he can come on and say, oh no, that's not my best friend has nothing to do with that. Just so Duncan can get his like 15 minutes of fame. Did he fabricate and put out, did he do all of this? I'm thinking so. In my opinion, alleged opinion. Okay. I'm not trying to defame anybody, or anything like that. I'm seriously wondering what the actual fuck. Like, why would you go out in the world and say, my best friend, the guy with the beard, would never do this? Now, sadly, the soldier, Brent Kopak, the one from the body cam footage, he is no longer here. However, they've never released that 911 call as well. Like, why won't they? And supposedly, I know Crime Circus mentioned that it was a closed case with Brent Kopaka, but it's not. The last I've heard is that it's a open case, a sealed case at that. And why is it that every time there's a hearing, there's a slip up, and Kopaka is said almost instead of Koberger? Like, the judge said it, and Ann Taylor said it. If you don't believe me, go back in the hearings. You'll see that there's a bunch, two times that once the judge and then once Ann says, Brian Kopak, and then they start saying Kopaka, and then they stopped. Why? Why?